Welcome back. Here we are at video number 3. Please be careful. Enjoy the video thing. So I got the new check valve ready, plumbed in for the unloader to be put right in there. Got a little pipe dope on it. As you can see, it has a 1/2 inch inlet and 1/2 inch into the tank. The older one was smaller, only had a 3/8 inlet, so we updated it to a bigger one to get a little more flow. There's a 1/2 inch bung, and that is where our check valve and the outlet for the unloader go. Okay, with a little bit of work, we've got the compression fitting for the 3/4 tube hooked to our check valve. The unloader is hooked there to the fitting on the check valve. Did some bending with the old tube, trimmed it a bit. Now it's hooked up and ready to go. So next we'll put the new pump into place. 4 holes were drilled here to mount that guy. Those are all 3/8 of an inch. So an important lesson I learned working on this project is the air outlet. A lot of people talk about it, and it's odd thread. Looks like pipe, no taper. I looked at it and I saw that it looked like just a regular old flare fitting. So I went to work and I took a measurement of that fell. 3/4 of an inch. A co-worker was putting a new water service in the house and had some excess 3/4 soft copper. And I thought, hey, he cut me a deal on that. 7/8 OD. Soft copper, standard plumbing stuff, is 7/8. So obviously I was not going to be just flaring that. So that's why we got what we got on there now. Next thing we're doing, we've got this guy set into place, the pump. Kind of odd threads come on this guy. So you need this adapter. I ordered it from Amazon. I'll post a link. Then we're gonna go to this guy here. This 3/4 pipe to a compression fitting through a little pipe dope on there. I'll tighten this down. So next I'm just kind of loosely bolting this down. I'm going to use nylock nuts in hopes that that prevents it from vibrating loose. So we're not gonna tighten these down till I get this figured out. Gonna have to do kind of a bendy and a whoop. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut a chunk about 11 inches. We'll see how hard that is to work into place. So this looks a little different now than I had anticipated. I hadn't worked with 3/4 ID soft copper before, and I thought, oh, I'll just use a bendy spring and bend it to shape. That did not work, so I've got a couple of 45s, and I have not sweat pipe in a while, so this looks shitty. Maybe it'll hold air. Next up is our motor. As you can see, it's fresh off a Krylon rebuild. Nuts and bolts and such to hold this guy in place. I took kind of a wild guess with some belts. I used sewing tape, cloth tape, and holy shit, was I wrong. That is not even close. I'll move the motor in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Okay, as you see, I just really dropped the ball as far as measuring the belt. We'll do another rough guesstimate and run into town. Got round about 64 inches. I don't know what I did with the first belts, but they were wrong. Unfortunately, Runnings only had one of the belt that I wanted, so I went over to the Fleet Farm. We're going to loosen and line this. We'll see if that does it. We want to make sure that we've got the reasonably lined up so we're not throwing belts off or wearing them prematurely. Belts, or the pulleys, are in line with one another. Let's see, about after a bit of push and pull with these Bremen clamps. I guess I'll have to post a link to my review on these things. We have got our belts on and a reasonable tension on them. Your oil drain right here, and if you notice, we drain right and make a mess. So in amongst all of my too much stuff, 3/8 street elbow, that threaded in here earlier just fine. There we go. Always a good idea to throw a touch of Pookie or thread sealant on your threads. Now I'll be able to just hold a little pan and catch the oil whenever it needs changing. Thank you everyone for watching video number 3. Still a bunch to do, but don't want the videos to get too long, so we're going to push some into video 4. If you find this stuff useful and informative, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Next video we're going to work on electrical startup. See you soon. A couple of quick disclaimers and notes. I am not an electrician. What I will be doing may or may not be correct. If you're unsure or confused, call someone who is a real electrician. Also, I'm not a plumber. I'm not a pipe fitter, and none of those other things. I'm just some guy on the internet. So please be careful. Also, compressed air and air compressors and all that, much like electricity and steam and hot water and pressure and all that stuff, wants to kill you. It wants you to die. Mostly we keep it under wraps and we do okay. Again, please be careful. Compressors have and will explode. Electricity will bite you.